subtract complex numbers, we want to keep in mind standard form for complex numbers looks like a plus b times the imaginary number I, and we want to make sure our answer looks like this. So number one, if we follow along in the example that was written out in your notes, it says you take the real part of the complex number, which is the 4 and the 7, and we're going to put those together, 4 plus 7, and then plus, and now let's take the imaginary part, and we have a 2 and a negative 3, so we would do 2 minus 3, and then there's an I with both of those, so they write the I on the outside, so it's times I. And if we simplify, we have 4 plus 7, which is 11, plus 2 minus 3 is a negative 1I, which we can just simplify to 11 minus I. And that will be our final answer on that one. So that's, I kind of feel like that's, writing it out the long way. For our second example, what we can do, if you notice it's subtraction and it's like there's negative 1 here that we would have to distribute. If I write this without the parentheses, we would have a negative 2 plus I minus 4 minus 2I when we distribute that. And now let's just go ahead and combine our like terms. The negative 2 and the negative 4 are going to go together to give us a negative 6. And then anything with an I in it is considered a like term, so we have 1I minus 2I, which is a negative 1I, or just minus I. So there's our final answer on that one. If you notice, the real number part of the problem, or of the number, goes first, so in this case the negative 6, and then the imaginary part, the I, goes second. That's how standard form works. Now example 3, let's see how this one is going to work. Again, there's the subtraction, so I'm just going to see it as distributing a negative 1. If I rewrite the problem, 5 plus I minus 6 minus 3I. And then combine our like terms, we have a 5 and a negative 6, which leaves us with negative 1. And then we have I minus 3I, which is a minus 2I. That's really sloppy. I'll write it again over here. Negative 1 minus 2I as our final answer in standard form.